Alright guys, we are back for Bike Talk 21. I think I missed last week, but here back on schedule. But yeah, first up we got Yale. He says, "Hey Gary, been following and watching your videos for a long time now. Have a few different projects, but this one seems to be my favorite. Hard to beat a 90s mountain bike with drop bars. Roast away." Alright, first foremost, gonna roast you for putting drop bars on an old mountain bike. Probably could just do with flat bars. And he's kind of got this anime sticker here on the top tube, like putting the finger in the mouth making a shush noise, so I feel like that's kind of a little bit sus. And then on the front he's got his crooked basket here leaning forward. Maybe you can see in a different pic. Yeah, he's leaning way too much forward. And then he's also got these I think this is basically a walled, but he's still got these struts kind of hanging off where you connect it to your handlebars. If he's stuck with flat bars, he would have been able to kind of hook those on, but I'm not sure why he actually kept these on the basket itself. He should have just kind of taken these off. And then on the back here, he's got this little keychain. I don't know what to say about this. Basically, I think it's Tim Hortons coffee. He just really likes that corporation, I guess. I don't know what that's about, but there it is. He's got these kind of crazy bent struts, bent in a real awkward position. Again, I think he could have straightened these out a little bit. Overall, not too much of a bad bike. He's got, he's got a kickstand going on, which is nice, and then he's got his crank arm and pedal horizontal, so I got to give him points for that. However, he's cross-chaining pretty hard at the moment. This is 3x. It looks like 3x, and he's running it the smallest chain ring on the front and then the smallest cog on the back, and it also looks like his chain is too loose here on the bottom. But yeah, overall pretty nice setup. Looks pretty sick, looks pretty fun. I do like the minimal color use, just red, black, and the slightly stained poo tires, but yeah, overall pretty good. Thanks, Yayo. Alright, next up we got Robin, and he says, "Roast my bike. Third picture is weird because it was after I installed the 31T crank, a new chain, and different disc. I haven't taken it out yet. It's getting cold here. It's a Norco Ride 2019. Also have a 2018 for parts. Thanks, Robin." Well, Robin, it seems like you got a lot of excuses here in your email, so let's take a look at the third pic first. So he said it looks a little weird. I think it's not too weird from the other pictures he took. They almost look the same, and it looks like he's running a lot of BMX stuff. So BMX profile cranks, maybe profile chainring, sprocket, cog, maybe running some Alex rims on the back. Looks like a different rim on the front as well. Not sure what forks these are. Looks like some never seen this brand forks before, but they look alright, I think. Gotta roast him for putting dirty tubes and a dirty work towel on his suede couch. That's definitely not gonna fly. I think you're gonna, your mum's gonna be pretty mad at you. But yeah, overall looks like a pretty fun build. Non-drive size shot, scratching up the cranks, but you got a bit of wear here anyway, so it doesn't matter. If it was me, I'd probably shorten the stem a little bit, but yeah, not too bad. Alright, thanks Robin, thanks for sending. Next one is Lenhart. "Hey Gary, here's my wheeler, used for daily commuting, and it's got the 2-in-1 bike stand. Have fun while roasting." Okay, so first of all, let's see if the images work. Alright, here's his image. Alright, this is a pretty easy one. Crank arm not straight, clear pedals, yuck. No bottle cage, cable's too long. Brown tires, brown saddle, not a good look. Tow bar on the end of your seat post. Fender too high from the wheel. Let's see what else Pixie got. Close up of the ugly pedal and close up of the bottle cage. Empty bottle cage. No good there. Another graphic designer shot here. Another picture of an empty bottle cage. Come on, Leonard, what are you doing? Some purple cables with the bar tilted all the way back. I think he probably did this on purpose. I think he's trying to get me. And yeah, fourth picture of empty bottle and bottle cage. And again with the bent bars. Alright, Leonard, thanks for sending. Pretty fun one, I guess. Overall looks pretty fun. I do like the dual kickstand, like you said. And yeah, I like the dark green and the yellow on the bike. Cheers. Alright, next up is Lewis. Lewis says, "Yeah, Gary, hope you're well. I'm doing good. Thanks, Lewis." So this is my French decathlon bike. It's a bike used for commuting but bike packing. I did paint it, but the final color result is terrible. There again, losing confidence in himself. And he's got some specs here. I also put some Coke cans in the cockpit and the saddle and the Strickland fork to make his handlebar higher. And then he wants to put a skate on it. She's from France, Louis. So it's probably Louis, not Louis. Sorry for saying your name wrong. Alright, and he wants a roast. Alright, so here's his bike. Let's so we can zoom in on it. First up, gotta say, nice level crank arm, nice bottle cage. He's running non-matching rims though, so that's the L on that one. Pretty nice canty setup here with the wide bars, 105 shifters. Got a little sticker shim here, gotta roast him for that. And he's got a Studio Rook sticker, medium sticker. I'm not sure what this Med Dogs is, but overall, yeah, pretty good. Not too much to roast. I'd say pretty clean build. You can see he kind of swept the floor here, but he left the one little sticker bit on the ground. So gonna roast him for that. Running different spoke counts on the front and rear wheel. I think this is 36 and then this is 32. Let's see what other pics he got. Alright, just a rear drive shot. Gonna roast you for this ugly wrap on your chainstay. I think you could do a bit of a better job there. So he's got a close-up of his Dior Mac here, and for people that don't understand what's going on, he's got a little pulley here to kind of change the pull ratio. So we have to see what shifters is running to make sure that works. So he's doing 105 Shimano Road to, I think this is a newer drivetrain, so maybe 11. So yeah, I can't confirm it works, but it seems like it would. I do like these bars and the shifter setup. I think these are pretty good. I know in the past I said I don't really like these alien head shifters, but I think these ones are actually pretty clean because they're like slimmer. Alright, so yeah, this is the last pick. Pretty sick setup. Got some bags on bags on the front. Shows you that he's been traveling a bit. Got some dust on the tires. Probably put some talcum powder there to make it look like he rode here. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I would say overall pretty sick. He's just got to fix up the crank arm here and the pedal. But yeah, nice one. Thanks for sending Louis. Alright, next one we got is Crash Bunny, and he asked for a roast. Roast my Fujitura if you can. I don't think it's possible. I bought it from Cheeky Monkey 2005. It disappeared, the old website, but resurrected as some sort of adult website. I had no idea what Cheeky Monkey was. I've been doing that since I was 18. Alright, first up, roasting you for this Brooks saddle. Just too old, too vintage looking. Don't know if you're trying to drive a steam engine or something. And then here is a cool little Cheeky Monkey from Sydney, from Pitt Street. Pretty cool. Roasting you for the blurry pick. Crank arm not straight. Dynamo wheel, original. Little hairs here on the quick release. More blurry pics. Got this gigantic X-Men phone holder here. And more blurry pics. You can see he's got the little level on the crank arm, but it's for some reason it isn't even level. So this bike is so weird. It has like this massive basket on the back as well. This frame pump tied up kind of weird, and then it's got two different reflectors. Another zoom in shot of the basket. Running Victoria Randonneers. I recommend that tire. It's a great tire. Straight derailleur here. Quick release pointing straight down. More blurry pics. This cable just sticking out here. I love my bike bell. And then just send the same email twice. So yeah, overall, pretty sick, I guess. Pretty fun. Looks a little big for me, but I think it looks like it'd be fun for you. Alright, thanks for sending Crash Bunny. Cheers. Alright, next up is Andrew, and he says 98 Ricochet, some specs here, and he wants a roast. So pretty sure he did the crank arm not pointing straight down on purpose here. But he's got a bottle cage. I think that's pretty cool. Upgraded the Schwab's Billy Bonkers. I like the gold and tan, not bad. Not bad. 1x, small cassette, and flat bars rotated downwards for some reason. I'm not sure why he did that, because he once saw wrists or something. And yeah, more pics here. Saddle slammed completely forward, probably to compensate for the long stem as well. Quick release angle, not the right angle. He's got that high-low fashion type of style. He's got running XT here, dual XT on the back, but he's got these bucklows cranks. Another front shot, running some rock shocks on the front. Yeah, overall not too bad. I think this is probably the thing that really annoys me. These bars rotated downwards. If you fix that, I think it'd be pretty good. Cheers, Andrew. Thanks for sending. Next one is Bryce. Hey Gary, love your channel. Thanks, Bryce. I've been watching my videos. Thanks. And this is his commuter bike, 90 Specialized Hawk Rocker. He did it's a part spin build, roast away. All right, so yeah, here's his bike. I think first he doesn't need this. He doesn't need this mirror because it seems like a cruiser bike, and he wouldn't be going that fast to need this mirror here. And then just the obvious again, crank arm, no bottle and bottle cage. He's got uneven rim wear on the front and back. Pretty funny here. It looks like he straightened the crank arm for this photo, so you can see he forgot to do it here, but then he remembered here for some reason, which is quite funny. Got a friction shifter here. Got some old ODI grips. Running DRDX on the back, pretty sick. Chain length, pretty good. And yeah, that's basically it. Seems like it's just like an upright cruiser bike. Seems pretty cool. Seems pretty chill. But yeah, probably doesn't need the mirror here. But yeah, overall pretty good. Thanks, Bryce. All right, next up is Aikizo. He says, "Hi Gary, my name is Funkmaster Gogo from Japan." That's a pretty cool name. I check your channel every week. Thanks. Today, roast my bike. I restored myself. My favorite point is moth parts, sun tool parts, and N. I might like all of them. X-Age, but please continue to have fun tubes from now on. Peace. Alright, cool. So once a roast. First up, gonna roast him for the cable here not being straight. I think if your name is Funkmaster Gogo, I got pretty high expectations for your bike. And here got some a nice little shot. So with this shot, I don't know if the bike is the focal point of the photo or these woods. I think these woods are just pretty interesting because I haven't seen any of these type swampy woods in Australia. And then here, pretty nice, got the moth bars going on, got some low res images going on as well. Got this little bar pump here below, and it's tied by a little strap with the bell. I feel like with this little strap and bell, it must be so annoying to ride this bike around. No bottle cage. Crank arm, not straight. Slightly not straight, I can see it's tilted up because the line of the wheels are this way going down, so not parallel. But yeah, the moth bars look good. I like the Auri grips. I like the stem, the saddlebag. And I actually like these Rapid Rob tires with the white line. Seems pretty cool. Gonna roast you for your front mech being too high from the teeth here. I think it should be more like 2 to 3 millimeters there. Got some Suntour cranks, crank arm not straight, MKS pedals, classic Japan pedals. Got a little rice thing here. It's pretty good. And yeah, that's basically it. Overall, pretty sick build. Looks pretty fun. I like the front rack. I think for the lock, I normally say this lock is too thin to lock up any bike, but because it's in Japan, I think, yeah, you can get away with this because no one really steals bikes there. So there you go. Awesome. Thanks for sending, Funkmaster Gogo. Cheers. All right, next up is Jarrett, and he says, "Hey Gary, love channel. Cheers. I got lots of inspiration from you, and my cat loves watching my bike talk videos." I don't know if that's a roast or not. So his 91 bike, he meant dial in, swept back bars. He says, roast/review. So yeah, gonna roast you for these pink grips, gonna roast you for this funky saddle. I think if you just replace those two things with just black, it'd look a lot cooler. And no bottle and bottle cage, crank arm not straight, dork disc still on the bike. These bars look pretty cool. Origin 8 bars, probably old school bars. Down here, gonna roast you for your rusty brake cable noodle here. You try to hide it, but I can see that. Some Pro Max brakes, if you guys can see it. Some more rusty axle here, rusty spokes maybe. Zoomed up picture of the dog disc, gonna roast you for that. Gonna roast you for your outdoor furniture. Yeah, too much going on here. And yeah, he just basically sent it twice. But yeah, that's pretty good. Overall, pretty sick build, I think. Just those couple of things, and I think it would be pretty sick. I do think these are slightly heavier rims though, but you got the fat tires on there, which nice wide rims on the tires, so it should be good. All right, thanks Jarrett, thanks for sending. All right, next up is John Pott. Hi Gary, saw my TSR 27, which you didn't roast. Thanks that I gave you the choice. Touring bike, some pics. He purchased the bike from Moorabbin, and he has some specs down here. This is the bike he likes to ride all the time, and let's take a look. All right, let's see what he asked for. All right, he didn't say review or roast, so let's just take a look. I got a roast him for having a Molten bike. I think that's how you say it, but running these shifters. So this bike is probably worth, like, depending on condition, it's probably worth like $4,000 to $10,000, and then he's got these $10 shifters on there. So yeah, gotta roast him for that. It's kind of taking a leaf out of my book. And then he got the old suspension, still in good condition. Got some sacks, front mech. These photos are atrocious, by the way. Just so much going on, you can't see anything. It's kind of like an optical illusion. I do appreciate these little brake cable ties, like neatening up the cable work. Got some Pro Max brakes, again with the $5-10 brake with the $10,000 frame. Gonna roast you for no pedals. Just kidding, I know these are detachable pedals. Got some empty bottle mounts here, 3 of them. It's a pretty sick bike overall though. I think overall this is a pretty sick bike. It's done up pretty well. I wish he sent a picture of the full bike where you can see the whole thing, but you can't really see it. But this is the closest one. It's a pretty cool bike overall. I like the overall kind of design of it. But yeah, I think he is like 90% there. But yeah, just some of the things like this saddle tilting all the way forward, and just like this cheap plastic reflector, but no reflector on the front either. But yeah, pretty cool bike. Shame about the photo, an optical illusion with the grid on the back, and then all these little white dots here makes it hard to see the bike. But yeah, overall it's a pretty sick bike. You can just gotta use your imagination. It's got some corner bars going on here. But yeah, this is sick. I like the old Moltens. Nice. Thanks for sending, John. Cheers. Cool bike. Alright, next up is Blake, and he says, afternoon from Detroit, Gary. Open to review or roast. Cool. Go Red Wings. Here's my everyday bike. Long ride, bikepacking, and he just upgraded some of the stuff, and he picked up some soda pop, his favorite soda pop, and he's got a Hungry Australian bag with some Australian flair. Got it Hungry, and then that's his Instagram name. So yeah, review. He said review in his subject, so I'll just do a review. Pretty sick bike, nice setup. You can see a bit of time's been put into this one. Got some nice tires on there. Got some nice bottle cages as well, all 3 matching bottle cages. Got this SRAM Rival kind of light crank set, so this bike would be pretty light, I'm thinking, depending on what he carries on the front. Got the specialized pizza rack. Got some type of light, looks like a good light. And then got a patinaed stem here, looking pretty good. Got a Hungry bag here, stem bag. Got a nice Spur Cycles bell as well, little computer. Running the flipped Chris King headset, just to show you that he's had it for a while. Not sure what this basket button's from, but it's pretty cool. And then he went to Yokohama in 2023 to eat some ramen. And then this is his last pick that didn't show up, but yeah, this is pretty cool bottle cap. I dig it. It's kind of like he said it's like an old soda brand that he has in Detroit. But yeah, overall pretty sick. I dig it. And yeah, fun fact, my favorite hockey team is Detroit. Alright, thanks for sending, Blake. Cheers. Alright, next up is Wade. And Wade says, hey Gary, this bike's product of my ADHD. Probably all of us have it. I was on YouTube, blah blah blah, Reddit, and this is what his bike. He says he's down for review, and he said roast me if you need to, but he's not afraid of some honest feedback. Thanks for your sick videos. Give me inspiration to take my first build. Thanks for watching, Wade. And yeah, here's his bike. Alright, this bike's pretty sick. It's pretty clean build, I'd say, clean photos. So yeah, you can kind of tell when someone takes the time with their stuff versus shooting like a few blurry pics. Alright, so overall pretty sick build. I like the 3x here, and it's got a nice range on a 3x. Cool color kind of combo with the yellow and purple, but not going crazy on the purple grips or anything, purple pedals. So he had the purple housing on the back here. A nice stem, nice seat post, some fresh tires, cool saddle. I actually don't mind these brown grips on this because it's slightly lighter. I think it's pretty cool. Kind of suits the bike. Yeah, pretty clean setup. Nice choice of hanger, nice little hanger there. Yeah, all these parts are kind of pretty decked out. Nice light, nice Nitto bars it looks like. Got these Rivendell shifters, I think. Some, maybe it's die-comp, but yeah, die-comp levers. And he's from South Carolina, USA. Yeah, overall pretty sick build. Not too much to improve on. I would say I would put a bottle cage in there because you probably get thirsty. And I'd say your seat quick release lever is pointing down, so it can be a little bit harder to get to if it's pointing down against the seat tube like that. So usually I put it parallel with the top tube or parallel with the top of the seat tube end. But yeah, overall pretty sick. It's even got the mounts for the front rack here, which you don't see on a lot of the older forks. But yeah, pretty cool. Nice build. Pretty classy. Nice one, Wade. Thanks for sending. Next up is Ethan, and he says, "Hi Gary, my name's Ethan and I'm from New Jersey. Jersey represent. Gabagoo. This is my 1995 Cannondale. It was hybrid, but then he changed it, micro shift, derailleur. And then the rest is just what he found. So yeah, overall pretty cool bike. Looks like he decked it out with a lot of stuff. It looks like he probably had a road bike and then he decked it out, everything out on this mountain bike frame. But yeah, it looks kind of strange, but it looks kind of cool at the same time. I like the inverted stem here for a little bit more aero for this high head tube. And then he's got the little shocks there, so having it down lower would feel pretty good, I think. Got the Gary shock sticker, gonna roast you for that. Running Canties here, White Industries crank, micro shift on the back, wide range. Running SPDs, empty bottle in bottle cage. It's got some nice tires on here, looks like. Nice matching tires, matching wheels. Looks like, not sure if the spokes were black or silver, but they kind of look like they're rubbing off a little bit. And then here's the front, nice little light on the front there as well. Yeah, overall pretty sick, I think. Here, yeah, you can see the rubbing on the spokes, and then no valve cap on the tube there. Got this zip seat post, looking pretty good. Yeah, overall looks like a pretty fun build. His little sword set up here, bent derailleur cable here, probably a little bit long. Also crimped on all the way on one side of the cable end. Matching, no valve caps here, so that's okay. Picture of an empty bottle cage. Don't know about that. Here's the front setup. Pretty sick. Alright, yeah, overall pretty sick. Pretty nice. Thing looks like a pretty cool setup. Looks fun to ride. Thanks, Ethan. Thanks for sending. Cheers. Alright, next up is Christopher, and he said roast. And he said, is the GT Timberline. Although you wouldn't know the model, as I stripped off all the paint and added beeswax finish. Took hours with a side grinder and rubber with lots of sanding and brushing and corners, etc. Yeah, if you ever stripped a bike, you would know how long it takes to strip the paint off. Love your channel. Thanks, Christopher. Appreciate that. Bike stuff's harder than it looks. Yeah, most of the time it can get hard, especially if you're stripping paint off a bike. So Christopher sent through these low-res photos, and I was going to roast him for spending all his time stripping the frame, that he didn't have time to take high-res photos, but it looks like he came clutch here and sent through some more. So yeah, he wants a roast. So first of all, I'm going to roast him for having white tires and white grips. They're going to get so dirty straight away. He does have a teeny bottle, it's bottle cage here. The bottle might be, I think is this a half-size bottle cage too? I'm not sure. It just seems like so small. Maybe it's a large frame. And then he's got crank arm not straight. Let's see what else he's got. On the front, he's got another transformer looking thing for his phone holder. Got some nice white cables going on there. You can see his grips here. I wasn't kidding. His grips are starting to get dirty already. I don't know how people with the white grips can keep them white. Unless they like the stained, kind of like off-white look. I'm not sure. Same with the tires here. Again with the tires. Tires are given, they're going to go brown. Running this Dior DX front mech on the front. It's a bottom pull. You can see the Y there. Sugino cranks. LX on the back. Yeah, overall looks pretty cool. Looks like a fun little cruiser bike. Here's a little back shot as well. And then a non-drive size shot. Alright, pretty cool. Thanks for sending. Thanks, Christopher. Cheers. Alright, next up is Zach, and it says, long-time fan, first-time caller, a donation build. Thanks, Zach. And then it's got a bunch of specs here, and he says, anyway, roast away, I love you. Thanks, Zach. Alright, let's check it out. First of all, gonna roast him for having a side pick with the baguette on the side. Let's see. Alright, so this pick is pretty terrible, but he's got his bike leaning on the stairs. It looks like, yeah, he said he got it. He got it as a donation, but he's really giving it some disrespect here, just laying it down on the stairs here, scratching his lever, scratching his grips, scratching his pedal, maybe even scratching his bolt on this side too, scratching his rims. Let's close this off. Yeah, I think what's kind of funny is when you pick up a free bike, you kind of have to go with it. I bet his favorite color is probably not even green, but he just had to run the green frame, and then he probably thought to himself, I may as well run the green brims and also the green hubs and also the green bar ends. Just went all out. 2 bottle cages. Yep. Crank arm not straight. Nope. More green here. Green bike on a green background. Crushing his MIPS helmet there. Slammed all the way into dropouts. I respect that. Some really bad graph there. And then here, another bin pick. I'm not sure why he would take a picture right next to a bin here. Probably stinks. And here, green bike, green grass. Looks like he got a bell on this side. Tilted in a little bit on one side. Tilted in on the other side. I guess not as much. I think this is a few degrees off. So he's trying to do the arrow trend, but only one side's really going for it. And then missing accessory on the top here. Got some lights going on, got some Tektro levers, got some weird riser. Close up picture of crank arm not being straight. He says, wait Gary, don't roast yet. I had some headshots for work and convinced them to photo my bike. So yeah, you can really see what a difference some good photos can make. Like this bike looks way better than this one. But I think they're exactly the same bike actually. Saddle, this one you can see saddle is tilted too far forward. But even if you get a good photographer, they might not be good at shooting bikes because empty bottle in bottle cage. So I don't know if I blame the photographer for that one, or I blame the owner of the bike, which is you, Zach. But yeah, some nice photos. Cool. Overall, pretty sick. Thanks, Zach. All right, this is the last one, and this is from Richards. This is my first ever build, roasted to oblivion. What's your take on bicycle color components these days? Where do all the affordable chrome and silver color components go? I'll answer the colors at the end, but I don't know. I feel like there's still a lot of chrome and silver colored components everywhere. But yeah, this is bike. He wants a roast, so crank arm not straight. Missing bottle in bottle cage. One bottle here. I think this cable is too short. This purple cable here. And then gonna roast you for running a front rack on the rear. That's such a shame. A lot of people would like that front rack, but it looks like you are running. It looks like you're almost running 2 racks here. I can't really tell. Gonna roast you for running 2 racks on the back. And got some XT Dior cranks, nice derailleur. Looks like a pretty cool setup. And got some stickers from Blue Lug here. And this one's Blue Lug too. And this one's Blue Lug. And this one's Blue Lug. So probably ordered from Blue Lug and then stuck all the stickers on. I can't get over the rear rack on the front. Got some nice quick release skewers here, which is pretty cool. Straighten up the crank for this side too. I appreciate the effort on this side. Some Nitto bars, running a shim here. Some Avid brakes, levers, and Grand Compe friction shifter. Running a cheap bell. More stickers on the front. Running a old school brake booster. I think as far as brake boosters go, this one looks pretty sick. I'm into this one. Kind of like a square drill medium kind of look. And then it looks like he took the stickers off the forks. Not sure what fork this is. I don't think it's a RockShox though, because it kind of splays out a bit at the end. But yeah, pretty sick. So he sent another email saying he updated his bike, I guess. I do appreciate this. He tried to put both the bottles in the bottle cage so he could get away with it, and then he updated it with the front rack there. Some crazy cabling work, but I think he looped it through all right. Yeah, overall pretty sick. Non-drive side shot, pretty cool build. I like it. I like the overall stance of it. I think it's pretty sick. And yeah, that's basically it. And then the last thing, my take on component colors. I feel like most components are black, white, and silver, but you're saying chrome and silver colored components. So maybe it's talking about chrome and silver versus black. Yeah, I don't mind. I think it is what it is, basically, with the color components now versus before. I think you can still get grips in a lot of colors, but most of the cranks and derailleurs and whatever, they're more blacked out. And I actually don't mind all the blacked out components. I think if you see a vintage bike, you probably see a lot more silver components, which is cool. And it kind of just helps you separate the vintage stuff from the newer stuff. But yeah, black and silver basically goes with anything. So I don't really mind either way. For example, if you had like a silver crank here, like a Dior crank, silver crank, and then an old silver derailleur here, I feel like your bike would look more kind of like vintage-esque. But even with the black, I think it looks kind of cool, kind of like old and new. But yeah, overall pretty sick build. Looks pretty sick. Thanks for sending. Nice job on the bottle cage too. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you next one. Peace.